Today, we're going to learn how to let programs make decisions. A program can evaluate data and then take a certain course of action depending on its input. We do this with the if statement. If statements are also called conditionals or branching statements. Start with the word if and then follow that with a condition. The condition must be a Boolean or evaluate as one. Many times, you'll put a comparison here. After that, follow the condition with a colon. After the if, we can put code that will only run if the condition evaluates to true. We have to indent all code that we want to attach to the if statement. If VS Code doesn't already indent for you, pressing Tab should insert 4 spaces. This separates the code into a block. That way, Python will know which code is part of the if statement and which code is part of the rest of the program. Here's an example. This program can have different outputs depending on what I type in. When I type in dog, the message on line 4 will print. If I enter anything different, the condition becomes false, and that code will not run. Notice, however, that line 6 will always print, because it's not part of the if. So that's the basic if statement, but there's more functionality you can give to it. Let's modify this program. I want it to say something else if the name is not dog. I can write another if statement, like this, with the opposite comparison, but there's actually a built-in way to do this. It's called else. After the first block of code, I can unindent and then write else. Follow it by another colon, and you can start a new block of code. The second block of code will run if the condition is false instead of true. Let's test that. Okay, there's one more thing you can do with if statements. You can add else if blocks, so if the first condition was not true, you can introduce a new one. We shorten else if into elif or elif. Unindent, write elif, add your next condition, and still follow that with a colon. Remember that the first condition is always false by the time Python checks the next one. You can use as many elifs as you want. Now this program has 4 possible outputs. Let's test them all. As you can see, there's a lot of different ways you can configure if statements. For example, you can leave out the else part in this program, and nothing will run if every condition is false. The program will just move on. So that's it. That's the if statement. Although it may seem simple, with this new tool, we can start to make smarter programs. In the next video, we're going to look at a bunch of example programs using the if statement, including a few small games. That's all for now. Code Dog out.